pronounce his name, killed, dead. The IRGC commander, killed, gone. Their intelligence minister, killed. I mean, I can go on and on with the names.
Mm-hmm.
All of their top leadership has been killed.
Mm-hmm.
That's not hyperbole on the U.S. side, although, you hear Pete Hegseth, he's talking that tough talk. Trump, he's talking that tough talk. The Pentagon's talking that tough talk. They're right in every sense of the word. We there's nobody to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
My question to you is, if the Iranian population was held under the worst conditions imaginable under that regime, why haven't they risen up? Why haven't they said, you know what? Everybody who was somebody who was oppressing us within that regime, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to just go to the streets and get our own government going. We need to figure this out for ourselves. It seems like that the people haven't made their voice heard in any of this shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that was the plan. One of the objectives.
My nine ether being Damo, what's the deal? What's the deal, Rue? Shout out to the mafia. Shout out to the global community. Let's get to 50 likes real quick. Hey, Bugatti, Damo, appreciate you, loved one. Appreciate you for them gifts. That keep this live going. Keep me able to do this 5 days a week and drop them compilation theories, non-biased, and not get no narrative pushed by nobody. Appreciate you, everybody. Take this
that we wanted to accomplish, and we
take this opportunity to double tap that screen, hit that like button. I'm about to clear this up real quick. I'm about to restart it. Everybody take this opportunity to double tap the screen real quick. Appreciate it. Let's get to 50 likes though. This is Intellectual Street.
They're gone. Mm-hmm. So we need to just go to the streets and get our own government going. We need to figure this out for us.
This is Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 141. Oh, this shit's so blurred. And 1082? Let's go down to 720 first of all. I'll make it better service. My clip was 607. Speaking on was restricted. Oh, okay. Nah, I got shit that that be going up on. I ain't gonna lie. It just depends on what it is. Hey, you going brazy, Bugatti. I appreciate you, loved one, for them gifts that convert just like cash, Damu. Appreciate you, family, for me and my little blood.
Myself. It seems like that the people haven't made their voice heard in any of this shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that was the plan. One of the
crazy
objectives that we wanted to accomplish when we went in there in the first place was to have the people rise up. But I mean, it's like that experiment with like jumping gnats or whatever, or fleas. You put a bunch of fleas in a bucket and you put the top on. And over time, they try to jump out. They know they can't jump out. And then let's say 30 days later, you come back and you take the top off. They won't try to jump out of the pot because in their mind, they've been trapped for this long. There is no way out. And
hey, Nisha Boo, I see with the gift in there too. Appreciate you. That y'all really don't know, especially with this niche, putting this non-biased media out there and these conspiracy theories, really what they call, the truth. Just give it a little time. The algorithm don't push that, so I need y'all support. I need y'all going and commenting on my videos and compilations I've been dropping. Appreciate them gifts. They convert just like cash. Dead homies.
I think it has a lot to do with that mentality. You create your own prison inside your mind. I mean, the same could be said about us in the U.S. If you believe, why haven't we risen up on certain things against our overseers? Why haven't we? Look at our North Korea. All the countries go through it. A lot of people who are oppressed go through it. I mean, you've been oppressed for so long, you kind of have like this, I don't know, maybe like an ideology of like, there is no hope. You've been living without hope for this long, so in your mind, there is nothing. And then like, what's the end game? Now you have to plan. You had no idea that this day was going to come. Now what do?
Candy, what's bracking? What's going on?
What is how do we run a government? Who's going to be in charge? How do I know this guy's not going to be crooked? And then what? Same thing would happen like with us. If we had, God forbid, a civil war, Like, what's the end game after that? Like, what's the new stipulations? What's the new constitution? What are the new laws and regulations? How do we go about that? There'd be a lot of infighting. And then, like you said, power is a crazy drug. You put a person in power and they want to keep that power, and they'll do everything they can to keep it. I mean, it's like a flea in a bowl. You just take the top off, doesn't mean they're going to jump out. They've tried jumping out for whatever, how many years, and they've always hit that glass lid. They know not to jump out. They know not to get out of line. And that's where they're stuck at right now. You can't force the people to rise up. That's got to be within them. You almost got to be born with that. You almost got to be born with it. And everybody's just not built that way. A lot of people, the majority of people, me included, we just want peace. That's it. So to get up and bear arms and go fight for something, like, what are we fighting against? Who's going to supply us the weapons and ammunition? Trump just tried that. He tried shipping in munitions and weapons and guns and stuff, and the wrong people got them. They didn't even end up in the right hands. They were supposed to go to the people. They ended up in the wrong hands. I mean, but we are like one of the biggest gun trafficking organizations in the world, though. So maybe that was the whole game plan too. But you can't force the people to rise up. That's got to come from within.
Everybody thinks it's about one thing. It's not about one thing in particular. It's we got to take a step back, look at what was done in the past, look at 1973, look at the time they did it before then. What's the big play with this? Okay, 2030 coming up. They trying to push the EV movement, military purposes only. The big bill. Look at the big bill that was pushed through that Elon wasn't too happy about.
That was such a great analogy that you just
Beautiful big bill.
used, Nick. I love it. About the fleas being trapped in a jar. And after a while, although they can jump out of the jar, you can even remove the lid, and they just won't. They're conditioned to stay right within that jar and jump only as high as they could when the lid was on. So, great analogy. I understand. And it's interesting because
I wish I was interviewing Nick. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be taking this conversation so far. I would expand his mental.
You would think that community, the people there would say,
Add me on TikTok though, Nisha Boo.
This is our chance. This is what we've been waiting on. So let's do everything in our power. It's not about helping.
Everybody though, I hate to keep pausing it, but double tap that screen for me. Hit that like button. It helps way more than you think. Non-biased media, appreciate it. Double tap that screen for me real quick.
The United States, it's about helping us.
Yeah.
And I'm just not seeing it.
No, I don't think anybody. That was the game plan. Like, we wanted them to rise up. It just ain't happening. You can't force the people to rise up. We've tried that so many times throughout different countries, and when has it really worked? We keep using this old playbook of failed tactics. We keep using the same playbook. None of that's. I've never seen it work before. You can't force the people to rise up, and then the people who do rise up, if they do, the ones you get are not the ones that you hope for, and then it ends up being like the same story written all over again. You'll be back in 5, 10, 20 plus years or whatever, doing the same bullshit, bombing the same people, regime change. I don't believe in that. I don't think that you can really accomplish a regime change. I don't really think you can.
Well, more important, it's one thing to if you could accomplish a regime change, but time and again, as I've sat and spoke with you, you can't change an ideology.
Exactly. Yep.
And that's really, because even if this regime does change, there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people who have died in the tens of thousands of strikes that have come from Israel and the United States
Mm-hmm.
on this country.
Yep.
And the kids of the fallen soldiers and the civilians that were, casualties of war,
Yep.
they're not going to forget this.
Exactly. You can't blame them. You can't blame them. I've seen it happen in Iraq and Afghanistan. I've seen it happen. And look at the country now. Like, what did we accomplish? Nothing was really accomplished. Nothing was accomplished. You see it happen time and time again. You kill the dads, the grandfathers, but those kids, they're going to rise up. They're still going to hate you, if not more. They'll hate you more than what the grandfather and father hated us. They'll hate us way more because you killed my grandfather.
They playing a big game on the minds of the people. Be aware, understand, and don't believe all the videos that you see. Use discernment. Take a look from the outside. You know what I'm saying? And really realize your commander-in-chief is lying, telling stories, entertainment purposes only. Thank God. I mean, yeah, you could post the link, but it's not gonna show up with you dropping. Yeah, this was planned a long time ago. Agenda 2030. Everybody just use your discernment. Remember that the president is only in position for 4 years. So how much decision-making capabilities do you think he has? Is he moving stuff and doing things without the approval of Congress? Yeah, he's moving a little different, but it's somebody that's moving him. Entertainment purposes only. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I gotta make sure I articulate myself correctly on YouTube. If you didn't know, but I do deep dives and non-mainstream news compilations and conspiracy theories every day. I just dropped one earlier. CS, what's going on? Chris, how you feeling, brother? Do we need to stock up on water? You always should have a month's supply of water, Reggie. I always encourage my Mafia community, my global family, to have a meetup plan when you're not able to contact your certain close individuals for a certain period of time in a blackout, or if you're in Cali, earthquake prep. I'm always in favor of that for sure. And for having a contact and meetup plan with your people, that for sure. Especially if you're the head of household, make sure that's in place sooner than later. And we're not here to fear monger. We don't do none of that. We're gonna stand tall through everything. We're stronger together.
And my dad, you killed them. And my mom. I have more hate for you now. So now you
stock up on artillery. Ammo right now is real cheap. Hand straps are real cheap. Hand water guns are real cheap. Hand water squirts are real cheap right now. All brands at an all-time low. Look into it.
He just created a different type of beast, a more deadlier, more aggressive, more violent beast. We're just breeding beasts.
Why was that funny, bro? Why was that funny, blood? Dead homies. Why was that funny, buddy? I'm confused. Capital K. I'm serious.
At this point.
Look into it. That shit is at an all-time low. Oh, you a felon? Okay. Well, they're making it, look at your state. It's a few laws that went through, a few changes that happened in January 2026, depending on the state that you in. Felons in some states are now allowed to, you feel me, legally.
You can't kill an ideology. You can only breed a bigger, more deadlier beast. And we all got to, after that, they're not my kids. It won't be mine. But you get it. Our kids are going to have to fight that deadlier, big.
You in Texas? I don't know y'all laws out there, but yeah, look into it.
More aggressive beast. Harder than what we had to fight them. And they're going to, the cycle continues. It's like gang violence. It's a never-ending cycle of, you kill my friend, I'm going to come kill your friend.
Also, be prepared in 4 years. CERN is taking a break right now, and they're going to be back in 4 years. They're going to be back bigger, badder, and stronger. Know that.
They get mad. They kill another one of my friends. I get mad. I got to go kill their friend again. Same story. That's why it never stops. It never ends. There is no peace. I don't believe you. Yeah, you can't kill an ideology. You can't breed peace through killing people. Doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, since the beginning of time, we've seen it since, all throughout history. It doesn't matter what country, what war. Violence begets violence is just what it is. Last week, I mean, there's so much going on in the last week of this war. We were told that the majority of their Air Force has been taken out, the majority of their naval fleet, I believe something to the effect of 130 of their naval.
Since when has your president, commander-in-chief, just got on television and lied to the American public 4 days in a row? Like, I thought you knocked out everything. How they taking out, or how they knocked down 123 people there? 123. RV, what's going on, loved one?
Naval ships have been sank, and now they're at the bottom of the ocean. Their defenses and their ability to shoot our planes out of the sky has been completely neutralized. And come to find out, to your point, several of our planes have been shot out the sky in the last week. One of which.
Hey, let me give my humble appreciation to Bugatti, though, once again for dropping them gifts that convert to just like cash. You giving me my appreciation, bro, allowing me to be able to go live 5 times a week and drop this stuff that's not going to be in the algorithm and put this information out there. Appreciate you, loved one.
On
my Damu, my brother in blood.
April 3rd, I believe.
You been consistent with this? I ain't on the episode 141 for nothing. I ain't gonna lie, dead homies. This channel, I only have this channel. This is 6 months. It's 6 months. This channel been out 6 months. 141 episodes. We the mafia, dead homies.
Leave.
Million views a month.
They shot down an F-15.
All right, what's that link to? A video, Dr. Z, 420? What's that?
East Strike Eagle.
Yep.
Over southwestern Iran.
Yep.
The pilot was picked up within hours, but his weapons systems officer, he was out there in the wilderness for about 48 hours.
Yeah, that had to be scary. Yeah. Shout out to that dude. That's got to be a terrifying experience. And I think the first word
What type of individual are you? Are you city? Are you self-sustaining? Do you like being around people? How is your physical? Like, do you need support? That's the first thing, Reggie Burnett. I'm not just going to answer that question with a surface level. That's a serious, you know what I'm saying? This is a global mafia over here. We're a family, loved one.
Words out of his mouth was, God is good. That was like the first transmission he came, I'm like, dude.
Do you need to be around your family? Do you need support? Are you not? You a solo ranger? Like, you a physical shape? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Good on you.
Thank you for your service, family.
The first words out of my mouth would have been, oh shit, send help. I am fucked. Yeah. I couldn't imagine being in his shoes. But shout out to the guy.
Okay, so I'm familiar with that, and we took a deep dive with that Dr. Z420 when the 3 million pages came out. Ian Connor went over that, I believe. And yeah, for crimes of war crimes or something like that, I believe, it gets tricky. Yep. Yeah. Look into Jim Carrey being the B-man also. Uncle Bide. Entertainment purposes only.
Guys who went in to go get him. I don't even agree with this war. I think it's
shaking my head because, certain topics is not friendly on here. That's why I need to start rocking with my Twitch. I can get more jiggy on Twitch, but I'm not monetized over there yet until y'all come over there.
It's a stupid, pointless war. Lives are being lost for no fucking reason. Innocent lives are being lost. Young lives are being lost.
Have you heard about Jim being Sleepy Joe. Did you hear that?
But at the end of the day, like, I hate the war, but I support the troops, you know? And once they're in it,
Ryan Anthony, bullshit black judge said no bail again. Wait, who? No bail for who? You got Twitch? Yeah, follow me on Twitch. And then when I'm live on Twitch, I'm going to go live on Twitch the rest of the week as well as YouTube. But if I'm on Twitch, go to Twitch. That helped me a lot more.
I have no choice but to support them. It's not, they don't have a choice. It's like I didn't have a choice to, you know, how many times.
Let's get to 50 likes though. We got 84 votes. We should have 84 likes. Dead homies with the Global Mafia. 84 votes mean 84 likes. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. Appreciate it in advance. Thank you. But yeah, 84 votes, we should have 84 likes.
I would deploy. I volunteered to sign up and become a ranger and do all this shit, but I knew I was going to war. I had no choice either. But I mean, shout out to the Spec Op guys who not only coordinated, but executed that mission. I've only seen the combat search and rescue. I know last week we talked about the Air Force and them being soft, you know, but there's a group of dudes within that organization, the Air Force, that, man.
You very good and healthy. All right, take your $1,000 and go to Memphis, or go to you a city or country boy?
Like they're up there with like.
Don't go to Memphis. Go to Nashville.
Delta in my eyes. I've got a chance to see these guys work. They saved my.
Go to South Carolina.
My spotter when I was in Afghanistan. My spotter fell down a 75-foot like fucking hole in the ground. It wasn't a well. I don't know what it was. 75-foot well or hole, like a sinkhole or some shit. Weirdest thing I ever saw. He fell off into it. We all walked past it. About 30.
I'm about to put you in them hurricane states. You feel me? So to see it. Go to
35 guys. I thought it was a shadow. We're walking along this ridge. We had to fast rope in because the terrain was all jacked up. We walk across this ridge, and I think it's just a shadow. And for some odd reason, it's me and him. He's in the back and of the formation, and he falls off into it. I had no idea. I took my ear protector.
This nigga fell 75 feet with all this Army shit on. God damn, blood. Now we got to get your ass out.
And I heard, like, if an ant could, speak, it sounded like an ant was calling my name. It was like, Nick. I look back. I'm like, where the fuck's Pemberton at? My spotter.
Where the fuck is Pemberton?
I start walking back like, oh, hell no. Like, I can hear something. Then my feet touch the edge of this 40-foot diameter hole in the ground. I'm like, oh, shit, what is that? Call down to him. He's down there. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'm about to jump down and come get you.
Look into Nashville. Look into South Carolina. Look into Nashville. Look into places in. Don't go to Louisiana. Don't go to Mississippi. It's too much violence out there for no reason.
We got ladders and stuff. We carry collapsible ladders on our back, telescopic ladders. And I'm like, I'm about to jump down. How far are you? He's like, I don't know, like 10 feet. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, South Carolina. I'm big on South Carolina for sure. If you OG, definitely. Low taxes, pay low too. Good place if you quiet, real quiet. Old racist, old buildings. How some buildings gonna be racist, bro?
I'm just gonna hang off the side.
Are you a fool?
Drop down, start taking off my body armor. And right as I'm doing that, I call up to my commander and I'm like, hey, we got a man down. And he's like, man down?
Nah,
I didn't even hear a fucking gunshot.
That's why I asked you, are you a person that needs your people around? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you a solo ranger?
I'm like, no, not like that. It's a man down, like in a hole. He's like, go.
Where you at right now?
Get him. I'm like, roger that. He sends one of the assaulters back and to assist and help me get Pemberton out this hole. I can't see anything. It's just a black 40-foot diameter hole in the ground. I can hear him though. because I'm right over the edge. And right as I'm about to drop down in, the assaulter, he pops a chem light and he throws it down. He's like, wait. He drops it, and I watch that thing go down and just disappear. I said, oh, shit, we back up.
Old Tartarian structures. Take some pictures.
I say, Mike, that's his first name, my spotter. I'm like, Mike, that ain't 10 feet, bro. That is not 10 feet. He was looking this way. He thought straight was up to him. And he was all like disoriented, just fucked up. The assaulter runs back, and he's about to grab the ropes that we fast roped in on, but they weigh like 100 pounds damn near. And he's going up and down these irrigation ditches, these huge ass like irrigation ditches. And he's trying to bring it back, but it's too heavy. He's like, fuck that. We were going to drop the rope down to get him. That didn't work. So we call back up, and that's when we start spinning up CSAR, the Combat Search and Rescue, the PJs, the Air Force PJs. And they fly in. I'm laying beside the hole talking to Mike, and
you got to feel like a jackass to where the search, arm and rescue, putting everybody in harm's way. We got to protect you because you stuck and fell in a goddamn hole. Everybody double tap that screen though. Let's get to 50 likes. Shout out to the Global Mafia. I do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday lately too. Man, I drop a compilation of conspiracy theories and non-mainstream media news every day. I just dropped one today. I put the link up at the end of the live.
I'm like, dude, if I start hearing a ruckus, are you screaming? And I hear, we call him Hodge. If I hear Hodge down there, I'm gonna dump my mag out of my SR-25 sniper rifle, and I'm gonna pray I hit I can't see anything, but I pray I kill everybody in there but you. But in my mind, I'm also like, I know I'm going to probably hit him too. I don't want him to get his head cut off on CNN. So I'm laying beside this hole. A Chinook helicopter comes over and hover it on.
This is a terrible story. This story is terrible. And he went through this in real life. Imagine you happen to be the lookout for your lookout. God damn it. I don't even have the right weapon artillery for this. I'm not even prepared for this.
On top of me.
He talking about he about to use his sniper rifle like it's an automatic rifle, like it's an automatic.
I don't know how.
You know what I'm talking about?
It was like, yeah.
You live in Seattle? Yeah, that's a big difference, bro. That band ain't gonna take you far nowhere around these parts.
Close to almost blowing me into the hole, like the hurricane force winds from the.
Go to Nevada, fool. Go to Nevada. Go to Nevada. Duh, go to Nevada. No income tax. Go there, fool. As a veteran, go to Nevada.
Propellers. I'm sliding towards the hole. The assaulter, he's pulled back, pulling security. And I'm like, fuck, I'm about to drop down this black ass dark hole. And I know it ain't 10 feet. I don't know how far down, the hole is. They fast rope in, and not fast rope, they were hooked up to some cables. And they go down. And then the dude comes back up, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I can hear the radio communications, and like, hey, we don't have enough cable. We got to go back and circle around and re-kit up, and there's water down there. And he's freezing at this point. Mike is Pemberton. I'm like, there's water down there. Anyways, long story short, they come back in. I pulled away from the hole, and I'm watching this shit go down. They go down, retrieve him. He's wrapped up in like the space blanket. And like the strongest, fastest dudes on the planet, 4 of them, they put him on a stretcher, and it looked like the little Lego fucking animation cartoon going up and down these little irrigation ditches, getting them on the helicopter. The Chinook had landed to where the tail of it.
A band ain't bad.
It's like touching the ground, but the tip of it is pointed up so they can run up on the back of the Chinook. Mike's on there. He gives a thumbs up. And they come back, drop back down, and the dude's got like the scuba type gear. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? They were going to go down to retrieve sensitive items, the sensitive stuff that we can't allow the enemy to have. And he goes down there, and when he comes back up, he has no weapons, no nothing.
Yeah, go to Nevada. Everybody double tap that screen though. Let's get to 50 likes, y'all. I know we're enjoying the content, but appreciate it, dead homies. I do this 6 times a week and drop a compilation for y'all 1 time a day, every day, 7 days a week.
And he's like, dude, I went down the additional 40 feet into the water and I couldn't find the bottom. He's like, this hole is like well over 100+ feet. I'm like, what the fuck? How did he even survive that? Mike walked away with a broken, or not even broken, I think it was a fractured tibia. And he fell clean 75 feet, do the mission.
He fell 75 feet in the water?
We tried dropping some grenades down to collapse the cave in or hole, whatever, in the ground, in on it.
Class system, white or black, stay with your people for sure.
So then we had called in some howitzer rounds, 105s to be dropped in on it to collapse it, and it didn't do shit. Like the grenades we dropped down, they were blowing up midway before they even touched the bottom.
Yeah, y'all go check out my compilation theory of conspiracy theories and non-mainstream news I just dropped today. It has a video in there. The new grenades, they vaporize your insides. They don't put shrapnel in you no more. They just blow you up from the inside out.
Nothing happened. We have no idea what this
first new grenade made in 25 years or something. Wow.
Thing was, and whatever. Get back to the hospital. The PJs picked me up off the helicopter, some cool ass dudes with long beards and long hair. They're like, dude, how the fuck did he survive that? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Or how did he fall down into it? I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to ask him when I get back. So I get to the hospital, meet up with them. We had printed out some like Navy SEAL.
Yeah, they should have one. They got one everywhere, bro.
Paperwork and like Halo parachute badge, printed up, gave it to him because it's like, dude, you were a fucking Navy SEAL at that point. You know, free falling 75 feet, didn't hurt nothing. And he's like, yeah, he told me that he thought it was a doorway leading into a compound and he was going to clear the compound. But when he fell down the hole, he thought he fell over like the inside the courtyard. He had enough time to take off his rifle, pull out his pistol as he's falling, and like start searching. He had no idea he was falling that far. And like I said, he thought up was right in front of him. And he's like, yeah, I hit this wooden ladder on the way down. He didn't touch the sides, but he had hit this wooden ladder. His leg got caught in it that was down there, a small old fucking ladder. And that's what like stopped him from drowning and being swept away to wherever that thing led to. But yeah, he was out of commission after that, but walked away with a fractured tibia and his pistol, his Beretta.
See, that's just being in the zone. I ain't gonna lie. That's adrenaline. That's being locked in. Like time was moving in slow-mo for Blow, bro.
9mm pistol was bent.
And he said he took off his rifle and pulled out his pistol on falling on the waist down 75 feet, still looking for niggas to shoot. Like, you got to respect your veterans, dead homies. Like, forget the reason why they there.
And he had a cracked helmet. That was it.
How, on the surface, how big was the opening to this hole?
40 feet diameter.
So how did you miss it if you're walking right in front of him?
Guardian angel. I'm walking in. We all were. I'm like in the back of the formation. You got 30+ guys in front of me. We're walking on this like a ridge, a very small, skinny, narrow ridge. We're all walking on it. He's behind me. He decided to, hey, I'm gonna go clear this. It looked like to him, he said, oh, like a doorway. To me, it was just a black void. I didn't know what it was. We all passed by it. I'm not gonna like veer off because landmines and shit like that was, you know, big deal in Afghanistan. He decided to do his own thing. And in the Ranger Battalion, we call it sua sponte, of their own accord. And he really sua sponte, do what you want. And he fucking walked off into that hole and yeah, 75-foot drop.
Damn. And if you literally did not hear what you thought at the time, it's almost if an ant could talk. Yo,
MQM, what's going on, love? How you feeling?
Would have just kept going and look around at some point and be like, where the hell's Mike?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We would have like been on the mission. If I had never looked back to check on him, something told me to look back, take my ear protection out. I'm like, what the fuck? I hear a faint voice. And I didn't see Mike. So I'm like, let me go back. And the tip of my toes on my boots, they touched the outer portion of that hole. And I'm like, what the fuck? There's no ground right there. And Mike's down in it. But like I thought it was 10 feet from what he was saying. I'm like, sure, I'll jump down there. If I would have jumped down, I think I would have died. Or landed on top of him and we both would have been swept away to Pakistan somewhere. I don't know.
Damn. You know, I want to go back to that down the
Everybody double tap that screen. Shout out to the Global Mafia, the best show on YouTube by far. Y'all go check out them compilations, conspiracy theories and non-mainstream news I've been dropping. We gonna watch Nick for a little bit more, and then we gonna get to Maverick and 607 talking about some. I don't know what they talking about. Simulation theory, I think.
The F-15 Eagle that was shot out the sky.
Mm-hmm.
You said some spec ops guys went to rescue the gentleman who was
You ain't never been hunting and you a veteran. What you talking about? You done hunted niggas before.
out there for about 48 hours. What branch of the military were they from? Did I hear you right? They were from the Air Force?
Yes, sir. Air Force. Like them dudes got balls of steel, like big balls. I'm not even like that. But them dudes they don't fear anything. I believe their motto is like, so others may live, so that others may live. Them dudes go behind, their training is like, I think it's up 90-something% failure rate, dropout rate. Most of the guys, you can have 100 guys and only like maybe 10 will make it. Some of the hardest training in the military, if not the hardest training in the military.
Yeah, I mean, being behind enemy lines like that has to be one of the most scary feelings on planet Earth.
Yeah, it's like being out in space. I'm assuming, I have no idea. But I'm used to working in at minimum a 2-man team. At least I got somebody, you know, but to be out by yourself in hostile territory. And then he had to like walk. I forget how far he walked.
Yeah, bro. You done been hunting men before. We're talking about hunting. You ain't never been hunting. You was in the Army. What are you talking about, bro? Fishing though is very good for your mental, definitely. And catching your own food just in general. It's way easier than you think to grow your own food. Damu, shout out to my dog. Appreciate you, loved one. You been going crazy for me tonight. You done took care of me for today and tomorrow. You feel me? Well, I ain't supposed to get on tomorrow. I'm not getting on live tomorrow. If I want to grow, I gotta chill.
And then up 4,000 or whatever.
Everybody double tap that screen though. Let's get to 50 likes. Appreciate it. I drop a non-mainstream news and a conspiracy theory compilation every day. I'll drop the links when I get off.
Mountain. That first, I think it was like 4,000 foot tall mountain or some shit like that. And then like left his underwear, his American underwear. I don't know. I couldn't imagine being in his shoes. Couldn't imagine. But they also go through training too, like survival, evasion, resistance, and escape, the SEER school.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, I don't know if that played. I'm sure it played something. It played into how he was able to get out of harm's way. But I don't know. You'd have found me in the fetal position, curled up crying. I know that.
No, I mean, this had to be one of the most scariest feelings in the world. Like at the time of him getting shot out the sky, Tehran offered up a bounty for his head. You had the military looking for him, militia, civilians were trying to get a hold of that bounty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like he had everybody after him.
Yeah.
So to think that he could evade capture for as long as he did and, you know, be brought back.
The interviewer pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. Sean Prez, and I didn't talk to Sean Prez before in my YouTube career.
So you're saying that it's all thoughts that are coming in from the creator.
Anyway,
So the brain is in like.
We're gonna finish that tomorrow. It's Wednesday. They go deep on reality and God. Yeah, Memphis. That's why I said, nah, don't go to Memphis.
The receiver of mine.
In the same, because we're going into a space where science and religion are one, right? So if you think about it,
Who the fuck said science and religion are one? What are you talking about?
love, hate, these are, like I said, byproducts. But where is the initial, thought come from?
What I'm saying is, everybody here watching this, they want to love, right? Everybody love the idea of love, but nobody possess love because let me tell you something, like everything else, love get into your body. It come in. It's not in already. It come in and then you feel like you could be feeling hate. And you can see something on TV make you feel love. Where did it come from? Why would you feel the love before you felt the hate? What did the love just come from? What about attraction? Why you were attracted to a woman? Why a fan was attracted to ass? Right? I'll keep it real. No, for real. What is attraction? Where do it come from? Right? You think I'm gay? You think I'm gay?
I ain't saying.
Why are you looking down like that? Dick, I'm not gay. I don't like no dick. No, I'm not none of that. I'm just saying, where do attraction come from? Why is a gay person gay? Listen, and they say this, what they say. A lot of people, that's no disrespect to people that's LGBTGZ, BG community, whatever we call that, no disrespect to them. But don't they say
LGBT?
Yeah, how you know? Oh, listen, don't know how you know, but listen.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Sound to this. Listen, they said that. Nigga, I knew since I was old enough to see my dick. I mean, I knew that I wanted my dick to go in boot. I knew I didn't want my dick to go in the pussy. Then this is a child. So how can a child know that already that I want my dick to taste some shit? How do you know? How would you just come up with that? How could a baby know it smells shit, know it's sick, and just know you identify the top of your dick smells bad? What made you just want to do that, right?
Some people are saying that they were built or never.
That ain't in your body. It came in your body from your father, right? The mother was like, you heard the mother get. Your uncle begging that bitch for the pussy. Please, I can hear everything. Just let me get it one more time.
You're not saying the uncle.
Your mom, everybody. Oh, your uncle see the mom too. I got a baby by my cousin. One more time. Everybody fuck. The family chief, y'all fuck. Come ain't they doing? I mean, don't blame me because I wasn't that person no more. I'm a different person. Nigga, I finally been to New York. So you can't connect me to my past shit. But that's the problem. People brain. Since we talk about the brain, they want to connect my past shit to me, but that's no longer me.
So your actions have no connections to who you are?
No. Look this up. My action does. My brain thought does. But when I do something different, then I'm different. Listen, let me tell you this. Once I got the ability to control three things. There's three things you gotta do to control everything in the world. And the three M's. Your money, your life, and your morning, nigga. Right now, you fucking up my morning. Because it ain't even morning. You made me think it is. Bitch, you get me sleepy. But listen, I'm gonna say what's up. Don't get real. But people don't understand about the mind and how it works.
This one irritate me, not gonna lie. Everybody double tap that screen now, hit that like button. Let's get to 50 likes. You know, I'll drop a non-mainstream news and conspiracy theory compilation. I'll drop it in the links at the end of the live. Shout out to the Global Mafia, though.
How they can attract old behaviors to your new life. That's what I'm saying. That's what the brain do. The brain play tricks on you because the brain don't know shit. The brain hallucinate. It make you think things is not even there. You know why? That's what the fuck the brain do. Because you are the thing behind the brain that's supposed to steer it. But if you're not stirring the brain.
7 Up, what's up, family? Shout out to you for watching the conspiracy theory compilation. I need everybody to comment, get us in the algorithm.
Anything getting
That nigga need hella ass shit.
They're speaking in the sense of being like a pilot versus autopilot. This is why everybody's on autopilot.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, this is why they had a pattern on your TVs to control your electromagnetic fields. So where essentially they control your nervous system through your TVs. So they understand control.
All right, just change. He just there. He talk your ass.
Yeah, this is why they put pads on TVs. This is why media is the root word for medium. They control you through the medium. They channel
Charmaine, what's the deal, love one? What's going on, family?
through the programs and TVs. You can tell the difference with we saw a download of Nino Maverick. Can you tell the difference?
Yeah, I think it's sitting with some.
Because now I ask the questions. It's when you ask them. You got
It's not.
Okay, so I'm asking. Hurry up, I got there. It don't last too long. Come on. He probably fought last night, so don't go out. Come on. So if you
Actually, you know what? Nah, semen retention. Every man should do that.
oh, he ain't fought. He good.
That's weird.
He charged. So how long have you looked at this own sexual healing is something that's good for me.
Walking around, most of these people are drunks. They're not keeping. They're all controlled through all these different presets.
And speaking of the CIA just released document. And why is it that?
This nigga said the CIE. Hey, I've been smooth for sure. Watch what you getting in tune with on the television. Make sure you just getting the information. I've been straight. Everything just been dropping these non-mainstream news compilations and conspiracy theories every day, bro. I'm going live every day. Just putting that working.
They release these documents once they show up on your online news. But there was a document right now, even talk about the simulation in the mind. There was a document saying this, that we live in a simulation. This is how they figured it out, right? They took a stethoscope and they took it all the way down to the bottom and they started saying everything escalated. Then they did a light of the spirit. And then they realized that everything is different when you're not looking at it. Just like, when you're looking at your kids, they ain't being kids. And when you look at them, they turn to kids. Everything in the world is like that. Even this fucking chair I'm sitting on, this bitch ain't on fucking chair. As soon as I sit up and go like this bitch ain't there. Right? But in my mind, it's there. Because the mind creates everything. And in my brain, it's there. So when I sit down, it's there. But if them things are out of line, it's no longer there.
So do you think that it's built for a sense of comfort for you to believe?
If right now, it's fit for my ass, nigga.
Well, you're not sitting on that chair right now.
Right up. No, I'm not. Because
He's not sitting on that chair.
see, he wanted to be, why you not so, spell with that baby?
You're not sitting on the chair. You're not touching anything.
I know I'm not.
Because of a subatomic level.
See, the subatomic shit. You
On subatomic level in song. On your atoms, you go on a subatomic level.
He's right. Everything is light and frequency. Reality is a projection of your subconscious. It's the type of deep dive shit I go to on my compilation theories every day, conspiracy theory compilations every day. But see what Unc does, he talks surface level, mixes a lot of bit of truth with some wrong statistics and like sources very vaguely, you know what I'm saying? And if you do more research on the topics that he's saying, he'll lead you in the right direction for sure.
Level, nothing.
But you gotta eat the meat and spit out the meat and bones. Pause.
Is touching in between
You're
your.
a subatomic glider, nigga.
Nothing is touching.
Oh, shit. Yeah, here I got subatomic glider. Let me get that. Guys, listen.
They say smoking.
If he talked like he talk in real life, it would be a lot easier for me to digest what he's saying. But I'm already in tune with what he be talking about anyway, though. So it's cool. I'm not saying that I know everything because I don't. You know my motto. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we're going to figure it all out. Everybody double tap that screen. This episode 141.
None of this change. That shit real.
What he saying is true. That's why I'm telling people. A lot of people don't understand this. I kept it about time. That, oh man, we need food. The body need food. I said the body need food, bitch. You wouldn't shit. The body shit the food off. If the body leaves water, let you when you piss. So everybody confused that the body needs shit. Let me tell you why the body need everything that it need because the body addicted to it. Let me tell you how the body get addicted to it. Do you think a nigga need heroin?
No.
But a person that die when they get off heroin, right? Ooh, because they've been addicted to heroin every time. When the baby comes into the world, they don't get the water, right? When the baby comes into the world, they don't get the food. They edge in. And if they edge in so much, you get away from it, then you die. You would love them to have it. I don't think they just understand. Yeah, but all that, again, changed your brain.
So do you believe a baby can live without?
Babies is what's that? Yeah, fuck baby. Baby is smart. Baby is too damn intelligent. Listen, I'm saying.
He says baby are finessing.
Yeah, baby finesse. Baby is too smart. Baby, listen.
Finally, somebody else said it. Babies are for sure finessers. Dead homies. Dead homies. Emotionally tapped in, manipulators.
That's why I say fuck a baby because a baby already knows shit. A baby know.
His take on God is off for sure. But he has Gnostic beliefs. He doesn't go all the way deep into what he really believes. I know what Unc really believes. So, yeah, on service level, he got Gnostic beliefs. He believes in the woman creator.
how to use their emotions, nigga. You don't. Listen, a baby use their emotions and you ought to change it real quick. One thing about you, if you keep
Nah, he don't say God is a rumor. He say God is
the
Sophia.
same emotion too fucking long, a baby forget yesterday, nigga. A baby live in the fucking moment. Listen, a baby is too fucking slick. Stop this. Listen, a baby don't give a fuck what you did yesterday, you got candy today.
But you already know, CC, subscribe to the channel. That's my dog. Interview dropping with CC ASAP in the next week or so. Gotta get my editing on.
Baby don't give a fuck. But
He definitely has. So Unc, everybody needs things that communicated to him in a different manner for it to be digested. You know what I'm saying? If you don't communicate it the way the person can understand it, you might have the key to saving their life, but they won't be able to take it.
you give a fuck.
Nah, Unc irritate me too until I had a conversation on the phone with him. Big homie CC put me on the phone with Unc. He put us on FaceTime, and then he stopped irritating me as much. I kind of understood. Like when me and Brick Baby talked, I understood. When me and Snoopy Badass talked, I understood. I may still not agree, but I understand.
Your brain is fucked up because your brain is running the same pattern over and over and over again. Because you need to tap into the mind and get a new brain.
You got to forget about the brain and get into the mind, he said, because that's what they're controlling. It's the programs, it's the presets when it comes to the brain. But when you're thinking about the mind can't be controlled.
And it can't be intelligent. Like there's no way you can say anything intelligent like that's human sense when it comes to the mind. Like in my mind, 1 + 1 is 3. You know why? Because you take a man, you take a woman, you put them together, they have.
That's why I'm not even gonna pay attention to your low IQ because you watching me work right now, and your comment just helped me. It just helped push the algorithm. Appreciate you.
Baby, that's 3, right? That's my mind, right? And my mind is like this. If I take affinity and subtract 1 from affinity, do I still got?
No, he expresses himself in a certain way where a certain crowd can interpret what he's saying. And that certain crowd just happen to not be us because we like to digest our information from regular people.
Affinity?
We don't need all the act and the other theatrics.
Do add even add up? Do math even add up in that equation? What is affinity, right? Listen, I don't think people understand what they try to understand, but you cannot understand the mind of the creator. It's not meant you understand. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Don't say everybody understand it. God crazy. The creator don't understand the creator. The creator is nuts because the creator broke himself down into everything to understand himself. I'm the creator, bitch. I'm God. I'm trying to understand me. Listen, God got anger in him. God got jealousy in him. God got envy in him. God got everything in him. And everything on earth is just experience itself solo of that frequency. And if you align with what's supposed to be, you ain't got no problem. Listen, if my frequency is supposed to be a bitch ass nigga, I stay being a bitch ass nigga, I'm good. Nothing happened to me. As soon as I try to decide to be a good ass nigga,
It's all good, Reggie. I'll be back on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. But until then, I dropped a compilation that you could go check out today. It's up already. And then tomorrow, I'm dropping another one at 1 o'clock. You'll be tuned in with all the news you need and the latest conspiracy theories. Love One, aka The Truth. Shout out to you for joining the Mafia.
I'm gonna get killed. That's why every time a street nigga trying to be good, he get killed. Nigga, you desire to be a badass nigga. Stay being a badass nigga, because ain't no right or wrong. Because all the bad things is just push you over to do the good, nigga. The balance is still there. I ain't right there. But when you don't choose, Valentine's, listen, I'm for the creator. Right, I'm telling you this. I'm not good or bad. I'm for the creator. Creator determined me to feed you, I'm gonna feed you. But creator tell me to kill us, nigga. I'm gonna kill us, man. I'm gonna kill my mama. I'm gonna kill my son. I'm gonna kill anybody for the creator. I'm not gonna have a problem. Because I know this is a fucking video game. Right? Listen, I'm not confused, but I know 2 things. The creator will never tell me to do that. The creator only gonna tell me to do things.
Yeah, homies, MQM. That's a good way. That's my PR right there.
That go system love. All right. So I'm gonna worry about the creator telling me to do that. If the creator telling me to do that, that's not the creative side, that's the devil side, because the creator and the devil is same. But they different. But you gotta know the difference. You gotta listen. But like we telling you, if you listen to your brain, you'll never determine.
We will get you 1 million views.
All right, I'm about to make a new poll. Is Uncle on point or he is in a delusion? Shout out to the Global Mafia. Everybody take this opportunity to double tap that screen, hit that like button. Episode 141. I'm gonna drop the link to my conspiracy theory compilation at the end. Make sure y'all go check that out.
He's talking about duality. That's how proven the universe is made of dark and light.
Yeah, right.
And that's where people try to put a cap on, you know, the devil or God, but it's really just forces. Because that's the only thing life really has. Weak force and strong force, electromagnetic force, because we're electromagnetic beings. These are forces. Every time you press against something, that's a force. You're really not touching it. It's propelling away. So everything just forces at the end of the day, dark and light. Chessboard. What's the color of a chessboard?
Yeah.
White and black.
That's why, let me tell you something, his chest. And that's what he's saying. That's what I'm going to say a little deeper. Only people that are bad.
Oh no, for sure, for sure. I got love from my people out there for sure. BH, that's my dog in real life. For sure, for sure.
Bad people are the people that lose the war. Let me tell you what I mean. Going in the war, every time I fought, I thought I was right. I didn't even fight because I thought I was wrong. Every time somebody fight, they think they're right. But it's like Hitler. Hitler thought he was right. And come to find out, he was doing some right shit. But the moment he lost, America made its victory about what? About slavery. But the whole time, he was saying, these are not the Jews that.
I mean, he was Times Man of the Year, and on the front of the magazine 1 year before he did his whatever he did, whatever the real story is. So some nefarious is going on.
Original Jews are melanated people, right? The thing said he said that. The moment he lost, he was bad, right? I'm telling you this: the bad person is the person that loses the battle, right? So don't lose, all right? But the way you don't lose it, don't fight. That's why Jesus didn't fight. That's why Jesus never win. I'm too smart to fight, and they can't fight me. For a nigga to fight me, he gonna die because they got to come to me to fight me. And once you come to me, I'm protected, and you dead. Listen, the best way to do it is not to fight, but your brain will make you think that you gotta fight. But the whole time, if you say you ain't touching shit, well, you really fighting some.
The best way to win the game is not to play.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So let me ask you a question on that. Based off of what you're saying, if there's the two different forces that you're going against, you have to find your balance. What is the point of morality? If you're saying that if you made decisions to become someone that's bad, then you shouldn't steer off.
He did. He said there is no bro. You always are so logical, like, and everything like has to be so physical, tangible for you. He said it's not about good or bad. It's about light and dark. It's about duality. So where does morality fit in that anywhere? Anywhere, where does morality fit? Morality has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. It's light and dark, duality.
Off of it because it's going to be your downfall because you're
Bad is good, good is bad.
already programmed to do such. What's the point in morale?
What's the point of free will? So you have to, because you already know it. Listen, I'm gonna take this map. But listen, free will is when you determine to go against. Sun come up all time at the same time.
Not every day.
It'll come up.
Yes, it does.
If it didn't come up, what happened?
You end up.
Right. But it got to come up. It's in line, right? You can choose to in line, right? Or
Do y'all know 30 to 50,000 people in America go missing every year and are never found? 30 to 50,000 people go missing and are never found. 600,000 people total go missing, but 30 to 50,000 are never found. Like, it's a lot of more shit going on, and this is a year that we don't be paying attention to. So whatever you focus on is going to be your reality.
you can choose to have your free will. And once you your free will, anything is can happen. But the wind choose that line. So with the wind blowing, well, it will come the same wind, bitch.
Also, with that being said, remember your time, and 150,000 people die in America every day, like just pass away. So your time on this place is not on this realm, and this timeline is not guaranteed. You can disappear, you can fall, walk into a tree, and never be seen again.
All right, this dam's gonna blow you down. Kidding you. Yesterday, I'm gonna cool you from the heat. But I'm the same way, bitch. Right? I don't think you understand. See, you try to put everything in the box and make everything one thing. But the moment you did that, you already lost. Because everything gonna change right in front of their face. Everything in the world is playing poker, bitch. And what's your hand?
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's
So in that example, you're stating for the chances, the probability and risk are at your hands because of your free will that you're accepting the risk that's coming with you.
You said some big smart words. I asked.
Sorry, man, but did you understand what I said?
I think when it comes to these concepts, when it comes to free will,
yeah,
these things can be seen as free programming. Because, like you said, what we're destined to be as far as frequencies, if you're a low vibrational frequency being, you're going to stay in that frequency and you're going to continue to perpetuate whatever is happening. So do you have free will at that point?
Yeah. And we got to even love the people that go vibrational because it's only certain people that was meant to surpass from that, right? Some people that are in their coping mechanism are the things that we have the most access to, the money, the resources. We supposed to return them to the trenches because they don't have the mindset or the capability to do it. They children, they babies, right? But not in the state of that are older, but in the state of understanding the levels of the game in which you're playing at a certain time in which you play it, right? So I'm just gonna say this. Different people have different levels of skill sets. You can take a logical person, most logical person in the world, he won't survive the day in the hood. We kill him, because what he's trying to make logical, nigga, we play on you like a drum. Bitch, your logic don't work here. Get it away. So when I go to the hood, nigga, I turn to the hood on GG on 40. If my logic don't work, nigga, they kill me. They see it. You a smart nigga? You kill a smart nigga. They hate a smart nigga. Right? I don't think you understand, gang. So you two determined to try to make me wrong, in a sense. But I don't think I'm not trying to prove yet. But here's a sign. That's why you brought Maverick. You brought Maverick because listen, again, we love Maverick. The X-Files. We reveal what previously are revealed, and we know Maverick is intelligent.
Yes.
Right? We know Maverick do. What they call freestyle. Right? I'm a channel. I channel shit. The moment I say it, I forget. But it's a genius because Maverick do the same thing I do, but his brain can remember and organize the shit.
Well, we brought Maverick out of
he can organize the shit. I can't organize the shit. Yeah? You say some words that prompt me. Listen, I don't even know what the fuck the words you say mean, nigga. But it prompt me in my head to give you an answer. And that answer just happened to be right. He know exactly what the word means. And he can purposely download from the frequency. I gotta keep my vibration at a certain label to get the vibration that I want. So I have to control.
This is a comparative function of spirituality, and you're downloading versus his research and the knowledge.
He's not researching. He's not researching. I'm gonna tell you. Like I tell him. So yo, that research is gonna do it. He think about it, right? So bad, where his brain popping up in his reality like this. Like he'll think you ask a question, and instantly it goes to the computer. It pop in his head, and he knows what selection that he takes. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I've been around a million times.
It's two of the same processes on this different sides of the spectrum, but it's on the same frequency base.
So wouldn't that be the algorithm feeding it to you if it's just something that
your way? Listen, what's gonna be thinking in the next 5 minutes? You can't tell. Y'all bet you he can. You know why? Because he is taking the thoughts from there. We are accepting whatever thought come in, and we are projecting, and then we proceed to go to where we need to put them. He is determined what thoughts come into his brain, which is impossible.
Is it like manifesting a thought?
It's impossible.
Manifestation, yes, I would say is creating your reality.
It's impossible.
Whatever is real to you, right? Whatever you think about all day, every day. You think about a red car, what are you going to see all day?
Red cars.
That's your reality at that point. So really, like he said, I organize my thoughts to where I create my reality.
But after you do that, like right now, a thought can come in my head. I have a power, like I was telling you before, to get on the dog and ride like a bull. And before I speak with my mouth, I could train it to where I ain't saying the wrong shit, right? To the point, you get to the point where that don't have to come in. That's beautiful. A lot of people never get to that. A lot of people can't sit here and say, the whole time I'm looking at you, I want to punch you in your damn face every time you say something stupid. I bet a lot of people don't punch on your shit. And they mind. They think, I don't want to punch in your shit. I bet you Maverick probably want to punch in your shit. But we're not going to punch in your shit. I'm keeping real. Because we understand this. That's a certain talk.
But the mind, going back to the mind and the brain, real quick, really the mind receives the message and the brain organizes it. Okay, if that makes sense.
Well, we control one, he control two. You know what I'm saying? So I chat. So I'm a chat. I talk to the spirits, right? But only thing I do, I understand two things that it could be it. There's one spirit you talk to that's gonna make your body feel like you vibrate. And I know this bug goes smart, but I feel funny. If that bitch make me feel, I'll listen. Right? Because there's no feeling attached to truth. The truth gonna hurt somebody on either side. So if there's a feeling attached to something inside me, it's wrong. Right? The right thing to do. So I'm do it.
They are aware does a right and wrong still plays a role in how you
That's the real genius. They already said it. The real genius is one that can watch their thoughts and understand what they're thinking. That's a real genius because listen, I understand that these thoughts is not coming from. But imagine this. They said that's a real genius, but they also said that makes you schizophrenic. So now he says genius, but before if you got other thoughts in your head and they coming in, you're schizophrenic, be crazy. But now when it happened, you're a genius. Which one is?
Well, here's the thing too. If you have a thought, think about this. Who's listening?
What? That sound goes crazy.
Think about a thought and you hear yourself, you observe yourself. Who's listening? Is that you? What's the thought?
Who's talking? Is that you?
Who's talking? Who's listening?
So when you hear your thoughts, whose voice do you hear?
I feel like that's spirit. That's the mind. That's the thing that we can't extort. It doesn't sound like your own voice. It sounds like my own voice, but again, the mind and the brain are two different things. Again, the mind receives the message and the brain organizes it.
But it's two of the same thing. Because both of them is you, but both of them are different. It's two levels. It's like this. It's like, okay, it's this level and it's this level, but it's part of the same whole.
Just dropped 50 on the memberships. Shout out to the new Global Mafia. YouTube ain't do too bad. Y'all know I don't get to pick. But yeah, I don't know how they do it.
You get what I'm saying? So like, that's why you
You're welcome.
can't really explain it. Because you gonna ask me, yo, where is the mind? And says it's in this church. Because it's in this program. Because it's part of the atom. And the atom will connect everybody to the dark source of the creator. But it's part of everything.
And think about the beginning, the source, the creator, the beginning. Who were the first two people that was created? Adam and Eve, right? Adam, what we're made of? Atoms, Eve. Evolution. So what are we talking about?
What do the trees got eyes and ears? Everybody knows he's just not telling you. Did you know that? Did you know that they say that this that the tree itself, that it mimics other trees by standing up and looking at it and then doing what it do? Did you know that a tree can hear water miles away and tell the roots to go towards the water that just heard? How the fuck I can't even find a fuck tree.
What the fuck are that? Unless the earth eyes. But the big guy Bond can't see it. Right. That's why you can't figure it out.
Because you can't even see the eyes. Everything watching.
Well, they asked that them sunflowers are able to turn and make sure that they grab radiation from the same direction of other sunflowers that are chasing the sun.
How can they do it without eyes?
Right. Well, even trees, if you look at, certain scans on trees, you can see the tree breathing.
Yeah.
Well, I feel it when I ground. I thought I was going crazy. So I would ground it and I say, damn, I took God's the God.
This is why you're not aground, because the earth has a heartbeat.
And I try to breathe with it.
But how do you know if it's your thoughts or the earth's thoughts based on what you're saying?
Well, we're one and the same, because when you're Yah, where you go? Back in
You never die. You never died. I'm telling you why you never died. You never experienced death. I tell you why you never experienced death, because right now you simultaneously live it all at the same time. And before you can experience death, you pop up in another reality. What I'm telling you. What I'm telling you.
which they proven.
What I'm telling you.
Shout out to the Top Down Move for them gifts. Appreciate you, family. You going brazy. That's making it count. That's really allowing me to be able to drop these non-biased comments, give you all this information because the algorithm don't play favoritism to the information space, the truth seekers. And y'all thank Bugatti for the memberships too. He met the goal for sure. And we're gonna get in this for a little bit more. We only been on for 1 hour 30. I'm gonna try to take it to 2 hours. We gotta get to 100 likes though.
Proving that there's parallel reality.
To get to 100 likes to take it past 1 hour 30, we're gonna have to get to 100 likes.
I'm not telling you. I'm telling you it was the truth. I'm telling you, you think you died, but your body never experienced death because you're a bitch. You're scared of death. Right? So since you're scared of it, you never fucking experienced it. So you jump back in another body, but the way to be a fucking man and to be this loud is to experience the shit because it can't fucking happen. Right? This is like playing chicken, bitch. Stand in the road, motherfucker. Let the car come. You stay there, bitch, the car gonna move. If you move, you're back in another body.
How many times have you been here?
Yeah.
How many times?
Great question. I died 5 times. That I remember, right? And I'm gonna tell you how I remember, which I did remember because I was there in the mirror, right? Okay, right in the meditation, I was going to my meditation, and I was in Michael Jackson. I heard Michael Jackson, I could meditate the mirrors. Then I heard from him that Michael Jackson said that he had to record a song really fast before Prince got it. Then I also listened to Michael Jackson music, and I know he was speaking about the monad. And the monad knows everything. The creator's what he named. A lot of people don't know. So, that in the room, the whole room was full of mirrors. He meditated. I said, you know what? I'm gonna try. I sat down, lit my candle, I meditate. I'm looking at myself. I'm meditating my eyes open. Nigga, I want to see everything. I don't want to miss shit. I'm keeping it real. I'm looking in the mirror, my eye over directly in the mirror. I start seeing myself shrinking. Nigga, I'm getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And after I went away, a light flashed up. And the light flashed up, I saw 5 faces. Girl, a boy, a child, a bam, then a bright eye, then bam, darkness.
Then what song did Michael Jackson have? Man in the Mirror.
And then,
So when people take DMT and things of that nature and ayahuasca and they talk to them entities, they explain it like the dimensions. They say, look at it like a deck of cards. It's all together until you pull the stack apart and then we can see into it. But it's all like smushed together and you got to open it up for us to see. Not us, but for them to see. That's their perspective of the third dimension. And it's beings that live in between dimensions also. They call them in-betweeners. Entertainment purposes only. Do your own research.
I got scared as a bitch. I came back. It's reality. Because I didn't understand 2 things, right? When you astral project, and the guy to say this, but I tell the guy I know everything, because soon as you said to me, you created to me how to prevent it from happening. The guy to say, yo, clock after death, you can die. But crazy says, if you can't die when you do it, you be putting the same water right there. But the water will keep you grounded. So when I lay down in astral project, I put the water right there and stay grounded for reality. Nigga, I ain't gonna die. That string not gonna break.
You can get kicked out of the DMT realm as well. And no matter how many times you take it, how much you up your dosage, they will not let you in.
Because water was the first thing on this earth. Period. And salts came from that. So water, the blood of God. So if we keep the water there, you can float to all different realities all you want.
So if these realities and the interactions that we have, the objects around us.
So would it, I know since y'all can relate to Stranger Things, would it, what's that one little girl, what did she use to astral project, to disassociate, to go into the other realm? She used salt water.
As a rejective. What would that mean for a Mandela effect?
What's objective?
Objective means your experience on something versus being objective.
How you supposed to know?
Being objective is it is what it is. Subjective is I think what it is.
Yeah, sometimes spirit be. They keep changing the word. They change words every time the spirit come back. If the spirit like this word mean that word cow last time is fucking cows, and now
we'll go into his point. He said Mandela effect, which gives credence to parallel universe.
I don't know about Mandela effect. You know about Mandela effect? Everybody confused. Let me tell you, but this the time until the AD probably didn't know this. I'm gonna tell you that happened.
Mandela effect is a sticky situation. If y'all, I know y'all want me to take a deep dive into the Philadelphia experiment that's coming this week. Y'all look out for it. I might drop that members only though. Ooh, I should do a members only. What y'all think? Should I do a deep dive on what they talking about?
But spirit told me. Listen, they was creating a machine. And the machine that's creating this
What we talking about? I forgot.
Which gives credence to parallel universe.
I know about Mandela effect.
Okay, yeah, y'all want me to do a deep dive on the Mandela effect or the compilation? All right, so I got the Philadelphia experiment first, and then the Mandela effect. I might drop it members only. I'm not sure yet.
I mean, Mandela effect. Everybody confused. Let me tell you, but listen, the time that the AD probably didn't know this. I'm gonna tell you that after the Spirit told me. Listen, they was create a machine, and a machine then creating this slashing.
But I heard also in the astro realm that the government has people that allegedly protect certain areas, entertainment purposes only.
They get pretty fast.
Large Hadron Collider.
And when they collide, you remember all the realities I told you about having at the same time? They got slipped and fucked up.
There. The starting up in 08, 09, where they had their first successful collision, and that came Mandela.
Yes. See, they got slipped and fucked up. See how you know exactly what happened? He just got the proof, and then he knew exactly what happened. He gonna tell you the spics and specks and the names and all that shit. Damn, go names.
So right now they're saying that it goes in a 3-year cycle, so they just shut it down, and it's about to fire back up in 2020.
So I'm gonna get all the shit I know now? I can't go back. I'm gonna go back. I ain't gonna go back, man.
They have right now. They said they're paying up microscopic black holes.
No, I ain't going back. I'm not going back to that nigga. I'm not killing and going back to the streets. He on it. I'll go to hell first.
It's going down.
I'll go to hell first. That's all about, listen, send me to hell.
So you don't have a fear of death, but you understand.
Listen, death was invented. Listen, let me tell you this. It's like no death was invented and hell was invented. All this shit is bullshit. Let me tell you something. If it actually for, is the creator loves you, is it more logical that he loves you and burn you, or have different versions of you coming back in a different reality until you get it? Which one would a loving creator do? He definitely didn't burn the forever. Right? You got.
You usually do when you're young. You usually do. My daughter be having lucid dreams. She could tell herself what she want to dream about. Yeah, she dangerous.
I think sometimes you can't say, okay, cool. If this nigga burn me forever, then this bitch the devil. I got to kill him. I'm going to try to find God with my sweat. Then I'm blow God, fuck down. Listen, if you ever put me in motherfucking hell, burn me, they are killing you. They want to fuck heaven. I'll spend my whole life to find heaven so I can kill God, nigga.
That's why you won't go to heaven, because you're talking about it.
You burn me, bitch. Nigga, if you finna burn me, bitch, we going to war. I ain't gonna burn me and I don't know shit.
5-star love and respect to my Damu Bugatti. Appreciate you, my 9-ether being. You've been going brazen tonight. Every time I'm gonna show you your respect.
About you get. If you telling me that this motherfucker is more brighter and more smart and knowledgeable, you gonna burn me? Well, I'll kill you, bitch.
Hey, you was able to astral project even when you was getting high, MQM? Fair question. I want to know for a reason myself.
I'm gonna kill God. If God gonna burn me, I'm gonna kill God. Right? I don't think you understand. They lied to me. They made me think that what was there about God. So who's that? Me.
When did the concept of hell actually start? When they started preaching that, where does a preacher go to? Church. They tell you to tithe, right? 10% of your income. Wow.
So where was the first reporting of thoughts of hell reported? From what I know, it would have got 1500 DC. Go ahead.
You dumb nigga.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, right. The Book of the Dead. Where everything come from? You know why? Everything is duplicated. Everything's a carbon copy. Right? Everything is so far from the truth, it's crazy. Right? But where did the Book of Dead come from? Let me tell you where it come from. A lot of people know. They think this is where it come from. No. This ain't nothing but the clay tablets. The text. Those are clay.
So whatever you learn in your readings of the Book of the
I
Dead.
ain't never read.
So why do you have those?
I don't read. It manifested it for my reality. It just meant to show me that everything that I said. You think
But I mean,
I never read the book. I don't read. Let me tell you something. I don't read. I cannot spell a word that got more than 4 letters, maybe 5 sometimes.
Nigga, I'm slow. Nigga, I had a GED. My brain is stupid, but the mind is powerful. I'm stupid, I'm dumb.
Right? If you have a lot of wisdom, I just think it's unchanneled because
Can you read that? You probably don't understand this shit. Can you read this shit? Map it up. Look, map it up. You should not read this shit. I can understand. If the guy that put this shit up, she read it. There's a lot of biscuits. Listen, when the guy put it read it, she reading to me. Good. She walked it. Good. Because nigga, I could never read it. That was the guy they got that made it. I can read this shit. My brain can't process this.
okay, now process you just like pictures.
The picture, I can read the picture. I can understand it. That's necessary.
A lot of the pictures are hieroglyphics, so which I think you could still be able to read.
I know the picture mean. But people sometimes they get the words confused because they're gonna take the picture and make the picture mean something else. I know what the pictures mean. I know all the pictures that you see was them trying to understand different emotions and different things, and they were turning into on things they see, and they were animals. But you don't say that these animals they worship as gods. But they broke everything down as gods. Like about the wind, the earth, the emotions. They did that. But then y'all turned around and then said they worshiping different gods. But they was acknowledging the different attributes of God.
This is why they had a closer relationship with the Christ consciousness, if you will, because hieroglyphic is essentially what? Logos, right? Correct. Pictures. Now, what do we use today mostly? Emojis. We're going.
So in the Bible, it does speak about a divine council, aka the Galactic Federation, entertainment purposes only. But I go deeper into this on my compilations that I drop every day of non-mainstream media news and conspiracy theories.
Come back to that. It's all one, right? Different languages, but you can communicate with somebody in Russia, China. Doesn't matter. And they understood that. Emojis is universal.
Watch when they finally start going up and people go back to the ones at the beginning. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, this nigga been dropping fire.
So
Oh yeah, I'm very proud for sure. That shit is big. That shit is ooh.
would you say that there's more benefit in talking through pictures rather than words?
Of course. People think in what?
But people be addicted to Starbucks. People be addicted to cigarettes. People be addicted to alcohol.
Not words, pictures. Is what I'm saying. I don't care where you're from. Mexico, it can be from Japan.
I know an old nigga addicted to running.
And when you think about something, you're thinking in what? Picture.
And it's not good for him either.
And I could prove the right.
60% of people think in pictures. 40% actually doesn't. 50% doesn't have an inner monologue. So everybody doesn't see pictures when they read. Imagine that.
Now that all of them, when you in your beach-like state,
Her Nisha Boo's sister got a food addiction.
you grab a hold to their emotion, they prove.
I'm addicted to getting on live. I'm hurting myself because I go live too much. I'm only supposed to do it 4 days a week.
Say this, that your larger part of your brain cut off. You do anything that becomes your guide.
Because the money is really in the videos. Even if I do 1 million views a month on live, we do 1 million a month on live. 181,000 people have been watching this channel for 6 months consistently, but they ain't subbed up yet. 181,000 is wild.
Because you give anything for it. When you in love with a motherfucker, you give anything for that love. That comes.
Niggas not ready for this kind of knowledge. Toy play. I'm just here to put the knowledge in front of for the people to obtain. You feel me? On the platter. Whenever you people ready to get it, everybody can get it on their own time.
Comes your God. Right? I'm saying that. This is what they were saying. So all of these animals that you see represent all the different guys, and all the different guys is all the different emotions. But I know it's hard for people to figure out because people can't understand that. But the moment they understand that, they will understand what the Egyptians understood. Right? They'll understand, and then they can come adapt to this understanding of this reality that we live in, understand how to use and move these pieces, which we call emotion.
So do you think the Egyptians were at a peak of understanding and intelligence, or do you think we surpassed it?
What do you mean a peak? They still here. I'm gonna let him explain that, but I'm gonna say this to you, or I'll say something that I don't give him the chance to say. You saying stupid shit.
Everybody take this opportunity to double tap that screen, hit that like button. Non-biased mainstream media. Non-biased, non-mainstream media. Independent journalists just giving information. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we're going to figure it all out. The Egyptians were intriguing, but I feel that they inherited the pyramids. I don't think they built them.
If we just say there's no such thing as God,
I think they maintained them,
that everything's happening at the same
and that's why they have all those um, papers and records of the workers and things like that working on it.
time. Why would you say something about the Egyptians back then?
Well, he just said that we just don't bring it back. You just don't bring it up.
Or they had help. Okay, so look, the only two times the pyramid could have been built is 12,000 years ago and 38,000 years ago, because that's when the Sphinx aligned up with whatever it's supposed to line up with, right? 12,000 years ago, the Earth was going through a what they call it? Tumultuous time, right? So it had to be 38,000 years ago. So that predates the Egyptians. That's just all my research.
You know, he's speaking about the loop. See, you trying to see. He want both of us to be wrong. He's speaking.
And when some scientists think it's 12,000 and the other think it's 38. But their basis isn't off why I say that. Well, a couple of them is. Yeah, actually, never mind. Let me not say that. A couple of them is the same reason I said.
The loop.
No, I'm agreeing with what I'm
Or you disagree with me?
I'm disagreeing with you. I'm agreeing with that.
But until that regime that's in Egypt that controls the that space right there, and we need to excavate a lot more places on the earth, but the desert is easy because it's flat and dry. So that's why a lot of it has taken place there. But until that regime is out, we'll never know what's going on over there. Do you believe in? Nah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. And I don't believe in aliens. I believe in extraterrestrials, in beings from the extra terrain on this earth. I don't believe in space as they tell us. I believe the firmament is made of hexagons and water, a grid, entertainment purposes only. It's for one of the deep dives we can get into. You're a member, so you can watch Members Only Live, where I get into my personal life and you feel me, deeper shit I can talk about. Where I don't got to care about being monetized and shit.
You can't disagree or
What they call aliens are probably fallen angels, aka demons.
agree because again, nothing is real.
But they always agree.
It's subjective.
Because they've always been here. They've always been here.
Yeah.
It's all subjective. And yes, there is a loop only because what we're going back to is pictures, emojis, communication, because that's how everybody needs to really communicate.
So are we equally intelligent with those who are creating hieroglyphics, or were they more intelligent?
Like, I'm not even sure I align with the Anunnaki situation anymore. I don't believe that is the mining gold part, but even them dating back, because once the Pentagon brought them up, like when the government brings something up, then I'll stop. Yeah, I start looking funny.
And now we're starting to climb back to that level.
Because why? What interest do they have? Like, what is their gain in telling us that they're returning? Like, what does the Pentagon and the United States get out of telling us that? Like, we didn't learn about that in school. Who are they? Why do we know who they are?
Of intelligence.
I think we're starting to climb back to it
So a lot of shit be. It's a big. The world is a big psyop. God.
because think about it. Back then, thousands of years ago, they had deodorant.
But we gonna get through this shit as long as they allow me to hit that live button. They was trying to stop me from going live today. They kicked me off like in 5 minutes. So, yeah.
They had toothbrushes. They figured out pyramids without any heavy machinery. So what are we talking about?
Listen, and I'll tell you how we dumb this, and I'll tell you why we get smart. And I tell you, everybody look in the sky, they're gonna see this thing, and they will get this thing, they're gonna get it confused because you're gonna look on the internet, they're gonna tell you that it's Saturn, they're gonna tell you that there's another planet, but it's a planet that's floating around. Everybody's look outside, they can see it. And this planet glows, and it glows when you see it, it glows like a light ball, right? The further this light ball get away from Earth, the dumber people get. The closer it get to Earth, the smarter people get, right? They shit get to rise up. As Jesus spoke about it. Jesus said in the last days, people will start floating up to heaven, but we talk about the consciousness, right? Because this ball I'm talking about is quantum science. They call it a planet, and this planet come around every so many million years. I don't know. I mean, because I'm not educated in that shit. But I just know that it come around. When it come around, people get smart. And it possesses a whole lot of energy. But if you look at it, you can't even really turn it what it is. It looks just like the sun, but it's brighter.
Does it appear at night or daytime?
It's about like daytime and light things come off. I said this before, but I'm saying this. We live in a reality to where it's not, like he said, it's not eternally, it's not real. I haven't touched it. So if that's not real, I never touched it, then that means it was determined by the mind. I told you, the CIA released out was saying that this reality is a simulation and the way to control it is through the mind. It was documents saying this. So when the government try to control shit and put shit in there to control the power of the mind, which goes into your brain, because the mind is full of everything. It's full of sex, it's full of murder, it's full of drugs, it's full of good, it's full of bad. But like Maverick can program what goes to him, the government can program what frequency goes to it.
Well, speaking on what the government has control of and how they can program, Maverick, I wanted to ask you, do you think the government has any programming through the food that we eat?
Of course, food has frequencies. Okay, so if something has low vibrational frequency, you're easing to be manipulated, to be controlled. This is why there's food that is dead. You're supposed to eat your food use it as a pharmacy. You're using food as a weapon at this point.
You know what they said about the dolphins? If you eat the dolphins right now, they said if you eat the dolphins, you can live 200 more years. They count a protein in the dolphin that activate something in your body that make you live it. What do you think that's public information?
I thought it was blue whales.
I'm telling you what it is.
Okay.
If it's blue whales, if it's dolphin whales, fuck it is. One try correctly.
I'm sorry.
It's a fish, man. It's in the ocean, nigga. It is an ocean, bitch.
Fish, dolphins, and whales are three different species.
This is what I control you.
Why do that? Why do that? It's like, oh, man, nigga, this can say something. Nigga can say something you know right. Like, I'm gonna say right now, yeah, man, I got on some good gray shoes. You gonna say, yeah, but you got white shoestrings. Right? A nigga like that always gotta be right. But listen, I'm saying that the spirit ain't never wrong because listen, I'll say this. He think he just corrected. But I guarantee you he didn't. But I guarantee you, I just told him shit is not public information. If you look up that's true too. Right? Listen, it's more than one truth. Right? Different realities, different truths, and different things do different shit. Like right now, he used a bitch to fuck, and I don't. I use the bitch as God. You just
Being idolize a female?
oh nah, I don't think you get it. I use her because like I told you, she channel all the time. Because she understands the emotions. She understands that she's here to do one thing. Right? And I don't think you understand a woman is here to do, but we ain't gonna talk about what bitch long. Because if we get to doing that, you're a big fuck. Oh, you're a freak.
Absolutely not. I'm sorry, Maverick, where's the term about E?
The term.
Yeah. Going back to the government controlling us through the food that we eat before that's there.
Yeah. Fast food. How is it that McDonald's in 25 years, if you hold on to a burger, it doesn't biodegrade?
That link I dropped is because for the people who, got to go. It's the kind of compilation of non-mainstream news and conspiracy theories. I think we're talking about AI on this one and how far they taking it, Neuralink, and babies getting brain chips.
Doesn't biodegrade. I don't know what that biodegrade shit means. It doesn't decay. So what is it?
I mean, don't get old.
It don't get old. Food is supposed to decay and you go back into the earth. It does not. Right? So you're talking about what? You're talking about control.
Right.
Though the beef in Taco Bell is only 30% beef. So what's that other 70%?
For real. If these bitches controlling the roaches, they can control it. You know they putting shit on roaches back. They taking roaches, nigga, and they putting shit on roaches back with cameras and listening devices, and they sending these roaches to the war. But let me tell you this, I'm from the hood. They always saw roaches. We could get rid of them. Why? Why was the hood obsessed with roaches?
Black Lives MAGA, because all lives MAGA. All right, for sure, bro.
That was this. But they said they out. No. Even when we cleaned up, the roaches never went away. There's a grandma clean with bleach and Ajax and shit. The roaches, they never left.
They can survive a nuclear blast.
Is it? And they've been controlling them. Did you know this? They got pathway back. They can hit them with frequency, make it go another way. So they can make the rope go and fuck the rope before it go. If they using it for Iran, what make you think they ain't been using it on the hood?
Me, Cole, what's the
So
deal?
this is the programming through living objects and using them as a weapon.
So we got 10 minutes left. Unless we could get to 100 likes. We get to 100 likes, then I'll bang it out. I'll bang it out for us. But if we don't get to 100 likes, we're gonna end in 10 minutes, and then y'all go run up my compilation of non-mainstream media and conspiracy theories, and I'm dropping one tomorrow for sure. When we get to 100 likes, we get to 50, I'll think about it, but we get to 100, then we can run it. We didn't have 10,000 people tap in tonight. So if not, I'm gonna end it at 2 hours.
Weaponizing living creatures by manipulating a program. So you're saying that this is
Why do you think, going to roaches, why do you think they made lobster and shrimp such a delicacy? It's the roach of the sea. Okay? So when you're talking about something that's a luxury, something that is,
I ain't saying it's so bull. I ain't saying it.
say it.
They want me to tell y'all that I ain't finna say it. So read that Slurp got herpes. What? Yeah, I know it's kind of like
Epstein had herpes.
I know it's kind of like crazy. You don't understand, but yeah, chicken pop puppy.
Okay, so I want to.
Nah, they're not even exaggerating. They're the bottom feeders, so they are exactly what they're saying. Big facts. I've never rocked with it ever, not even as a kid.
It's my herpes.
Okay, though, yeah. Fabric mentioned something very interesting. Said Epstein had herpes. Now, I heard there's rumors that Epstein's blood was spread along inside of the coronavirus,
The vaccine.
the vaccine. Correct. So that mean that others had herpes now that had.
You know why his blood was like that?
Why?
Because he mixed his blood with gold. Yeah. You could take a transfusion. Hey, you could take gold. Okay. You could take different kind of metal. Different type of shit. Know it. Get in your body. No bad time. Get me in. Do magic. You can go through different dimensions. But I'm gonna tell you why I say this, and I'm gonna tell you so you can understand this. There's a drink, and the drink they say.
I mean, I don't know why people was rocking with Fauci, because it's not even entertainment purposes only. Fauci is the person who headed the Magic Johnson, and Easy E campaign under the Keep Up. Easy E campaign and Magic Johnson campaign was the Fauci movement. Also, he been running these plays.
Then they mix up these chemicals, but they thought they drunk it. And it's the same drink. I think that forget who was actually in the desert. The creator made this particular day fall from the sky.
I was thinking Moses.
Thought Moses.
Okay, sorry. Please.
Moses is a bitch. Moses is a lying son of a bitch. Moses lies that he got the 10 commandments from God when Moses got the 10 commandments from a fucking book. And he was so fucking dumb, he missed a lot of them. Yeah, Moses said, he said, thou shalt not kill. He said, I have not killed. Because we ain't give a fuck about thou, we don't give a fuck about I.
There's a theory that actually Moses was on DMT, actually. So when he went to the burning bush where he saw God,
DMT.
the bush actually had the properties of DMT.
This is a lot to be my last.
Yeah, or psilocybin.
I can read DMT right now.
Maverick, is there any scientific basis to what he just demonstrated?
You know what? I mean, based on, again, reality, whatever he actually makes his reality might be great.
DMT really.
Why do I mean there's, as wild as this is, that shit is true. Whatever you believe is real. Why do you think placebos work? Because you thought you was taking a pill of whatever it was.
Yeah. Correct. Right. And everything in your body is already in your body. If you take a drug right now, that drug is going to have something that's already in your body.
Right now, you can control your nervous system and releases of every chemical in your body through your brain. To do that, I can show you, and I just showed you how to do it in 4 steps. Right now, it's not moving. Without floating. All right. That could be kept. Hold up. I'm in the depth of brainwave.
What I was saying was there is some truth to that. Why? Because whatever you think is your reality, that's how it exists. So why do you think placebos work? Placebos work more than 30% on every medical study. You're literally taking nothing and it works just as good as whatever medicine they're giving you because you thought you were taking that. Your brain works that well. So whatever you think is what it is. So he doing that gives him DMT? Shit.
Oh, just deep.
You got to fix that detector.
Sure.
Yeah, that could be letting you know that there's harmful gases in the air that could be also affecting your thought process.
Could be some carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide.
I think I just did.
So what does carbon monoxide do to you then?
I know young niggas, they take the hydrogen shit and they knock it, change their voice. I know they do that.
That's the sulfur, yeah.
I'm about whippets.
I don't know what it is. I know change their voices. Right?
The
helium? Whippets.
Helium, I think it's laughing gas or some shit.
Yeah, so I think you are
Nah, it's Nas. It's NO2. It's NO2. It's not laughing gas.
right, but you were talking about the nitrous that people are inhaling. A lot of people get canisters as them.
It's a lot of.
I'm sorry.
Every time you are.
If the moment that you're right, I definitely will tell you that you.
Hold on, you say I ain't saying shit right this whole damn time?
I've agreed with
He's
that.
saying you wrong.
That you were right, but you said you were wrong.
That's his reality.
Yeah, I just was DMT right now.
Ooh, what's going
I
on?
respect the reality.
I just died in your face, nigga, and you don't understand. I use these DMT. I'm the only nigga on earth that can die on call.
Did you die with the man?
I just did. I done mix the same chemical that released in your body after you die in 4 seconds.
So is this the 0.22 ounces that leave from the human body when people die? Is that what he's referring to, Maverick?
He says he can control things in his body, right? So all the chemicals.
I control my nervous system. But to do that, it'll take a lot of meditation, a lot of stillness, a lot of silence. But I don't control my nerves. But you control it through the breath. Like, it's different breath. Navy SEALs do this. Navy SEALs had different breath techniques, what they did.
Maybe your world is ooh but not the one I'm on.
Yeah.
Hold it right. So they unlock certain things in your body with the breath. Everything is in the breath. The breath determines when you die too. Why people talk too much. You gotta shut the fuck up. The more you talk, the more you quicker to die. Because people look at the word that if it's paid, you only can bring in so much of the creator until you have to pass forward.
That's why he got 2 ears, 1 mouth.
Yeah. That's why you shouldn't talk a lot, right? A lot of people say if I go in a room, I got nothing to talk about. Like this is crazy. Camera come on, then you talk. Yeah, bitch, time to shine. Right? You don't get everything that's been on my life. Cause I would say it's freedom, bitch, because I'm creating. That's why I fall into every time the camera come on. But I just want to whoop your ass. I can do it now.
Interesting. So I want to elaborate further on what you just stated. If you're saying that
Right on, family. I drop a compilation of non-mainstream media and conspiracy theories every day. Check them out. Ooh
air coming in through your nose can change the programming inside of your brain, would that mean that senses also has a play into what the thoughts?
I'll tell you a story. Like story time. It was a person, right? This person. I used to this up a long time. After taking this up a long time, they knows a lot of things. That became one of themselves. They notice when they were around people that they can change thought pattern, change the way people feel. these people.
We almost hit 50. We didn't get to that 100 though. We at the 2-hour mark. I am. Most powerful word said. I am. We got to get back to I am. You are not your occupation. You are not what you do for a living. You are what you were brought to this world and to bring to better or whatever to a civilization. That's what you are. I am. So what are you outside of your occupation and what school you went to and everything like that? Appreciate the Global Mafia. Shout out the 8,000 people that tapped in tonight. You know I'm going to hold it down. I'm about to drop the link to my conspiracy theory compilation in non-mainstream media. Make sure y'all tap in with that. I'm going to drop one tomorrow for sure. I just about dropped that one today at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This Intellectual Street Thoughts episode 141. Tap in with y'all. I'll be on live for episode 142 on Wednesday. I can't get on tomorrow. I got to make sure I don't get on tomorrow. So Wednesday at 9 p.m. on the dot. You already know I'm Cash, capital K, $ for the S. Make sure y'all click that link right there, though. Make sure y'all comment OG Mafia member in the comments so I know y'all was there. Get us in the algorithm. And I'll see y'all in the premiere tomorrow. Appreciate my my blood, my brother in blood for all them gifts and support today. Appreciate RV for the Cash App. Shout out to any and every Mafia member that was in here tonight. Appreciate my mods. You already know. Capital K, $ for the S. Everybody stay smart, stay dangerous. Safes get broken into. One person will never know everything, but as a collective, we're going to figure it all out. And don't forget the $ for the S. Check out my TikTok, IG. It's all Cash Global. Everything is Cash Global with a K. For sure. Shout out to all the OG Mafia members. Put OG Mafia member in my video comments, though, to the link I just dropped, though. That's where I want you to drop OG Mafia members. So the compilation, I need y'all over there. Monet. Shout out to all my members, though. Y'all already know the Mafia. Best squad on YouTube. We a family that move like the mob. That's why we the Global Mafia. From the UK to LA to Jamaica and the Bay. Like I said, appreciate all 8,000 people that tapped in. Without y'all, I'll just be talking to a camera sounding brazy. But I'm going to see y'all in the premiere of my video tomorrow at 3 p.m. The latest compilation of non-mainstream news. Until then, see you in the comments or the link I just dropped.
Run a jet.
Last thing, your narrative and opinion is always one that we're not going to agree and have the same ideology on everything, but we can still be cool. We just got to have a conversation.
That ain't good enough for me. Had you all night long trapping for weeks. Baby mama handling my business all through these. Can't take no for answer cause I'm a king. Used to reward myself every month by grabbing a piece. I'm backing in the park at the lake, finding my peace. You getting used to being broke, I'm getting used to eating. Phone doing numbers like Curry do at the 3-point. Set you some goals to go achieve them. Believe it or not, this idea is yours. You gotta believe. Ain't shit for freaking off your ass, take a swing. Don't feel comfortable eating shit in the morning if I ain't make no teeth. And if I run into some old math teacher, I might do him a G. And at the end of the night, pouring good cup, counting teeth. And every day I leave the house, pockets on E. Run it up, stuff it away, and keep repeating. Work like a dog, so enjoy myself over the weekend. Nigga, we eating. I said, nigga, we eating. Just mash all my thoughts together and start to believe. Oh shit, yeah, we eating. I used to shoot all my videos with hooker boy. We outside. Hey, boy, we outside. Kid a deal coming through first, nigga. Hey, did it again and again when them pussy said I couldn't. Hall of Fame, why you little niggas rookie? I be cutting off a cookie. Damn right, I took an oath to get this motherfucking money, even if it's on the floor, nigga. Now run it up. Damn right, I'm on a mission. Hey, now run it up. Get it on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Fucking right, I'm on a mission. Hey, run it up. Hey, I'm on a mission, nigga. Both phones slapping, steady switching up the load. Broke nigga in the way, steady speaking to a hoe. I done been up 7 days, cause it's money on the floor. I can teach your ass some plays if you really wanna know. Get high with a thug, baby, take a load off. See that nigga steady calling, baby, turn your phone off. 2 to 10 in a week, you know that ain't my road, dog. I can make a levy break, nigga, from a phone call. You know I'm plugged in this bitch like
mini trapping in the diesel jeans. Cross the line and I get to seeing evil things. Put a nickel on his head, then I didn't see a thing. Did it again and again when them pussy said I couldn't. Hall of Fame, why you little niggas rookie? I be cutting over cookies. Damn right, I took an oath to get this motherfucking money. Even if it's on the floor, nigga. Now run it up. Damn right, I'm on a mission. Hey, now run it up. Go and get it on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Fucking right, I'm on a mission, nigga. Hey, run it up. Hey, I'm on a mission, nigga.
You already know Big Cash, Capital Global, Big Cash Global, capital K. Never forget the $. Y'all go hit that link to the Conspiracy Theory Non-Mainstream Media News compilation. I just put it in the comments. I'll tap in with y'all. See y'all in the premiere tomorrow. And then I'll be live for episode 142 tomorrow. Shout out to the Global Mafia members.